By the end of World War II, some German tanks began appearing at the front painted in a strange red-brown color, and many people assume it was a new camouflage choice, but the truth is far more revealing. Early in the war, German tanks were painted dark gray, mainly for operations in Western Europe, while vehicles sent to North Africa were repainted in sand yellow to blend into the desert. And from 1942 onward, tanks on the Eastern Front were finished in dark yellow with green and brown patterns because gray stood out too much against forests and fields. The red tanks seen in 1944 to 1945 were not painted that way for combat at all. They were covered only in factory primer. German tanks were always coated first in a red oxide anti-rust primer made from iron or lead compounds, and normally this layer was hidden under proper camouflage. But by late 1944, Germany's industrial system was collapsing under constant Allied bombing. Paint factories, chemical plants, warehouses, and rail networks were destroyed, and shortages spread everywhere. Germany was running out of steel, aluminum, fuel, gunpowder, and even something as basic as paint. With the front lines collapsing, factories were ordered to send tanks immediately, skipping non-essential steps. As a result, many vehicles left the assembly line with nothing but primer and were rushed straight into combat. That is why captured German tanks in late war photographs and museums often appear red today, not because of secret designs or experimental camouflage, but because Germany no longer had the resources or time to finish painting them. These red-brown tanks stand as a visual symbol of a war machine pushed to its absolute limits, fighting on, even when it could no longer complete the most basic details.